In the bustling streets of Boston, amidst the flurry of activity and the aroma of commerce, lies a chilling tale that defies the ordinary. Picture this: a tidal wave of molasses, viscous and unstoppable, surging through the city, leaving destruction in its wake. This is not the stuff of fiction, but a grim reality etched in the annals of history known as the Great Molasses Flood. But before we dive in, I still encourage you to ever so gently pet the subscribe button, just for good luck. Now back to the video. On a seemingly tranquil afternoon of January 15th, 1919, the residents of Boston were abruptly thrust into chaos as a colossal tank containing over 2 million gallons of molasses ruptured, unleashing a torrential deluge that forever altered the landscape of the city and the lives of its inhabitants. At first glance, molasses might seem an innocuous substance associated more with sweet treats than disaster. However, in the aftermath of this calamity, it became a symbol of devastation and tragedy. The Great Molasses Flood stands as a testament to the unforeseen perils lurking within the folds of industrial progress and the profound consequences of negligence. The story of the Great Molasses Flood is as fascinating as it is tragic. It unfolds against the backdrop of an era marked by rapid industrialization, where the demand for molasses, used in the production of rum and various industrial products, was at its zenith. The Purity Distilling Company, owned by the United States Industrial Alcohol, USIA, had erected a massive tank in Boston's North End to accommodate the burgeoning supply of molasses. However, the construction of the tank was marred by corner cutting and negligence, a harbinger of the disaster to come. The tank's walls, constructed with insufficient thickness and without proper reinforcement, proved woefully inadequate to contain the immense pressure exerted by the molasses within. Thus, on that fateful day, the tank succumbed to the forces of nature, triggering a catastrophe of unprecedented proportions. The consequences were catastrophic. A towering wall of molasses, estimated to be as high as 25 feet, swept through the streets of Boston at an astonishing speed of 35 miles per hour, engulfing everything in its path. Buildings were obliterated, vehicles crushed, and lives extinguished in an instant. The once vibrant neighborhood was transformed into a desolate wasteland, with molasses coating every surface like a macabre shroud. The aftermath of the Great Molasses Flood was no less harrowing. The rescue efforts were hampered by the sheer scale of the disaster and the treacherous nature of molasses, which rendered traditional methods of rescue ineffective. It took weeks to clear the debris and recover the bodies of the victims, whose number exceeded 20, with many more suffering injuries, both physical and psychological. The legal repercussions of the disaster reverberated for years to come. The ensuing investigations uncovered a litany of negligence and malpractice on the part of the USIA, which had prioritized profit over safety. The subsequent trial, one of the longest and most complex in Massachusetts history, resulted in numerous lawsuits and ultimately led to stricter regulations governing industrial safety. In the annals of history, the Great Molasses Flood remains a cautionary tale, a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked greed and corporate irresponsibility. It serves as a sobering testament to the fragility of human endeavors in the face of natural forces and the imperative of prioritizing safety over expediency. Thank you kindly for watching.